Guys, can I throw something out there?
100% you can.
Are we overthinking this?
Please share.
Yeah,
Like,
what are you thinking about that?
I'm just thinking of, in terms of process and the conversation that we're having is that aren't we like really just reinforcing the fundamentals of being a good person and a good salesperson, right? Like giving them the information, being transparent, getting back to them in a timely fashion. Um, I just sometimes I just go
I
back to
completely
those.
agree.
I go back to those basics, and I
Yeah.
and I and it's sorry. I had to call it out because we think about this, and your head starts exploding, and dealers' heads start exploding when you talk about digital retailing and online dealership. It's like, guys, like, think about the sales process that you've invested in your dealership, and what the core fundamentals of a good salesperson is. The same goes for this digital transformation that we're going through. So why don't
Yeah.
we just do it?
But
Like,
if that
get
was the
back to
case,
get
if that
back
was
to the
the case,
basics,
if it
right?
was the same transformation, then they would have already done it.
Yeah.
You,
And that's where I truly want to jump in on that. That I really think that is exactly what we're talking about when we say, the strategy hasn't changed. That
Yeah,
fundamental is the same. Deliver
absolutely.
value,
I
keep
love
the
that quote,
information
man.
transparent, right? But where I do believe it's changed is the tactics and the technology.
Yeah.
Because take for instance what we used to talk about. Remember when Jay, you were saying I was the gatekeeper of information? We used to be the gatekeeper of information. That information was stuff like, what are the product specs? How much does this cost? Will you finance me? And that information used to be held behind lock and key, but now it flows like water.
Yeah.
So how are we executing those same fundamentals in the new world? I really think that it comes down to tactical switches, like it's not it, as an example, prospect knowledge beats product knowledge. And Will, I think you were kind of touching on that a little bit when you were talking about the number one reason people aren't getting back to their emails and leads. You're right. It's that lack of personalization. They think it's a robot reaching out to them.
Yeah.